Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Weekend Roundup, where we call your attention to some stories that you might have missed from the week. And Brian, what have you got for us?
So the theme for this week is autonomous vehicles. Starting off in California, Argo AI has received a permit from the California Department of Motor Vehicles to begin testing its autonomous vehicles in the state. The permit is for 1 vehicle and 2 drivers. In Colorado, the Colorado Regional Transportation District deployed its autonomous shuttle this week. They say that this is the first on-road deployment of an autonomous shuttle, not only in Denver, but in the state of Colorado, so that's big news out there. And lastly, Aptiv has announced that to date it has provided more than 30,000 autonomous vehicle rides in the city of Las Vegas. They also note that during CES 2019, which occurred a few weeks ago, that they provided 10 times more rides than they did last year during that time. So a lot of big news coming out for autonomous vehicles this week.
I missed out on those rides. I have sort of a business thing going. FLIR has bought Aeryon Labs. It's a company up in Canada that makes small UAS, very capable. And this kind of builds on something FLIR's been doing. They bought a company called Prox Dynamics not too long ago that makes a very tiny helicopter, and they just announced that they will be delivering those to the US military. So it's kind of a business move for FLIR, which is traditionally known for its sensors and of course its forward-looking infrared. But now they're moving into the drone business. Boeing announced that its personal or passenger air vehicle, sort of a flying taxi, had its successful first flight. Of course, that was developed by Aurora Flight Sciences, which is now part of Boeing. So some more mergers and acquisitions. In sort of non-business news, China has shot a weather forecasting rocket called a sonde, I think, rocket sonde, from an unmanned submarine. So it's pretty cool. So they're shooting these things into typhoons and other weather situations to help with forecasting. And last but not least, Kansas announced that it wants public input on the state's use of drones. It's got one of the integration pilot programs out there, and they're just trying to get some public feedback on the use of drones in that state. So if you live in Kansas, have some interest in Kansas, feel free to put your 2 cents in there. That's what we got for you this week, and we will see you next week.